This is the first video in a new series that I'm calling Pipe Philosophy. And in the series, I'm just going to address different topics that come up in pipe smoking and get your all's opinions on them. This first video is called The Bowl. And by that, of course, I mean the pipe bowl. And I'm curious as to how you handle or how you address smoking all of the bowl of the tobacco. Do you are you a purist? Do you like to smoke it all the way down to the bottom and reduce the tobacco completely to ashes? Do you smoke until you get tired of it, whether that be, here, just whenever you feel like it? Do you smoke it until it goes out near the last quarter of the bowl? Let me know. I'd love to know. And really what brought this about is two different things. The first is a video that the Virtual Smoking Lounge did some time ago on creating an even cake at the bottom, and David he challenged the theory that we're supposed to smoke the tobacco all the way down to the bottom to create an even cake. As we all know, it's difficult to smoke the tobacco all the way down to the bottom, and it's difficult to reduce your bowl completely to ashes. And the idea is we're supposed to be smoking it to the bottom to form an even cake at the bottom. And if our pipes don't have a cake at the bottom of the bowl, then they'll become bad smokers. In the video, David intentionally smoked one of his pipes numerous times without smoking it to the very bottom. I think in the video, and I'll put a link to it, he tipped it, he dumped the bowl somewhere, past the middle, or, he never got to the bottom. And he challenged the theory, and his own findings showed that the pipe really doesn't go sour if you don't smoke it to the bottom, and nothing bad's going to happen. And the second thing that brings about the video is an article that I read on Pipes Magazine, and I believe it was by GLPs, and he talked about why the taste of the tobacco changes throughout the bowl. And the reason he gave for that is that basically the tobacco in the bowl acts as a filter, and it filters itself. What I mean by that is at the top of the bowl, when you're smoking, the rest of the tobacco filters out the smoke, and once you get to the very bottom of the bowl, what you're inevitably smoking is the filter, the bit of the tobacco that has acted as a filter for the rest of the tobacco. And for that reason, it's much more sort of pure. To me, it's a lot more bitter, and it's just more unpleasant to smoke that bit of tobacco at the very bottom of the bowl. So for those two reasons, David's video and the article that I read on pipesmagazine.com, for myself, I really don't see the point in smoking it all the way to the bottom. I get to about where the pipe just naturally goes out, and that's about the last fourth of the pipe, and then I simply maybe relight it one more time, and normally it goes for another 5 minutes, and then I just dump it and I go on. I rarely smoke it completely to the bottom, and the bottom of my bowl doesn't have much of a cake on it, but just like what David experienced, I don't experience any bad effects, and that's how I've always treated it, and that's probably how I'm going to treat it. So what I want to know from you is, what is your smoking philosophy when it comes to smoking the complete bowl? Do you smoke only when you feel like it, and when you feel like quitting, you tip the rest of the bowl, no matter where that is? Are you a purist and you got to smoke all the way to the bottom? Or are you like me and you just kind of smoke until it goes out naturally and then you just move on? I'd love to know your thoughts and comments, and you guys have a great one.